All right, we're coming up on the end of the year, so we wanted to do our version of some end of the year awards. We have 11.
Neat.
We have 11 different categories. We each nominated somebody, and because there's only 3 of us here, maybe Matt will finally make it in on this segment. We don't know. We're gonna decide who wins the awards.
Should I invite him to come again?
I mean, you can invite him to come. We certainly would love to have him here.
He was invited to come.
See if he's available. I know the last we heard that he was going to be late. I didn't the host didn't find out he wasn't going to be here, period. But yeah, troubles are brewing. So 11 awards. We will start on the at the top as we discuss them, and we will start. Oh, hold on. I did that wrong. There we go. We'll start with this one, the Chelsea Green Award. This is the wrestler who actually did something dumb enough to be canceled. A little context. I think there was one point early in the year where she was implying that she was trying to be canceled. And we're like, I don't think you know what that means because you're working in like 4 different federations and and nobody cares. If you just went away from wrestling, I don't think anybody would notice or care. So so it's hard to cancel somebody that you don't know if they're there or not. So I presented to the list there's a recent incident in an indie wrestling show. Hannibal kind of went into business for himself, made a lot of unfortunate news there. Should absolutely be out of the wrestling business. So that is my nominee. Matt nominated none other than Ric Flair. I believe for the the stuff on the dark side of
Do you want to touch
it?
He's a real big dude.
And intern Mark had Tommy Dreamer as his. Tim, would you like to give yours for the Chelsea Green Award? Can't hear you, guy.
Shane McMahon.
What?
So which one is it?
You should have had your mic working. That's on you.
The best in the world.
I can't turn my volume all the way down.
He played the short one.
Did I?
Did he?
Did I? Now the question is, did I play the longest one? Or the shorter?
Not there yet.
Shane McMahon!
I accept this.
There.
Who did I say?
You had Tommy Dreamer.
I'm changing it then.
Okay.
It's not a wrestler. It's wrestler adjacent.
Okay.
I'm picking pro wrestling tees.
Ooh.
Oh. I accept that.
So you mean to tell me that you're going to have a breach of people's credit card data and mail the breach notifications out after Black Friday, even though the breach happened in the beginning of November? You mail them out after the
Now,
biggest...
Tim, if you understand fraud laws, you would understand we did everything by the book.
We did everything.
I will copy and paste this time and time again.
Oddly enough, I do know a thing or two about this.
Oh.
You're sued.
I
don't know why I went into like Trump voice, but I feel like that's how they played it.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's probably appropriate.
You're being rude.
So, are they legally covered? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it shady as all H?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
But good luck getting your pro wrestling tees merch on time or sent properly.
You know where you could get. merch from on time?
On time, meaning within 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you're not getting it.
You're not.
You're lucky if you're getting it in 2 months.
You can go over
They
to
might as well just make all their
whatamaneuver.net.
t-shirts
What a maneuver! You can get it in a couple
You
of
would
weeks.
get it very
What a
quick. You can
maneuver.
also get children's shirts and onesies there.
T Public, you can get your stuff in under 2 weeks.
You sure can.
I bought a bunch of Christmassy T-shirts on the T Public. Got them in less than a couple weeks.
So quick.
Public.
Collar and elbow. You can get stuff in under 2 weeks.
Very good timing.
You know, promo code 3COW.
10%.
Ryan, who was your Chelsea Green
Boy.
Award nominee? Do you
That's
remember?
good. I do remember. I remember them all because I took this assignment very seriously. I was a second to complete it, by the way,
You were.
which means a lot
That
to me.
means a lot. Yes. I'm impressed.
I also want to change my answer
Okay.
because I originally put down Ric Flair.
You did.
And I don't think anybody was surprised Ric Flair helicoptered his penis in front of women. While it
No.
was disgusting and shameful, it wasn't surprising, and he should have probably been canceled before this year.
Probably.
I would love to double down on Tim's answer and go pro wrestling tees. That is a phenomenal answer.
You people. Now you're going to hear about it.
And they absolutely deserve it. They deserve all the shit they're getting on every social media platform. Buy from Pro Wrestling Tees, buy from T Public, buy from Collar and Elbow.
So
No, don't buy from
don't buy
from What a Maneuver.
Devin says Chris Jericho and Pro Wrestling Tees. So Scotty says Pro Wrestling Tees should be ashamed. They absolutely should.
I'm so upset I could spit nails.
He agrees. Buy from Collar and Elbow. So yeah, I will agree. Pro Wrestling Tees is the Chelsea Green Award winner. So unless there's any objections, there's your 2021 Chelsea Green Award winner.
Round of applause for them.
Oh, I gotta find the round of applause.
Congratulations. They did it. They worked hard for that.
I mean, I actually don't think they worked very hard at all. Actually, that's
I
kind of
cannot wait to make this post. Let's post these individually. Can we do that on our Twitter and actually tag them and give them the should be canceled award?
Yes.
You can tag Chelsea Green too. She'll bitch about it. I don't give a shit.
Sure, why not? Former guest of 3COW Thursday, though.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green.
I don't know. I don't have any problem with her. It's just she was, like you said, she did something.
Right. It was such a dumb
They're
thing
not.
to say. Nobody was trying to cancel you,
They're
Chelsea
not.
Green.
No.
Nobody.
No. We're glad you're still with us.
Yes. The second award we have is the Miz Is Awesome Award, the wrestler you hated at the beginning of the year, but that grew on you. Because famously Ryan hated the Miz for years, but then
I didn't get it.
to like the Miz. I don't know how you still feel about the Miz, but
Famously, that seems like a stretch. Nobody fucking knows who I am. Devin, maybe.
Just go along with
Also, Scotty, dude, that shit you said on Twitter was fantastic. I just tweeted about it. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to read that. So I really do appreciate reading what you posted there on the Twitters.
Yes.
On the
thank you,
3COW
Scotty.
Thursday page. That means a ton.
Absolutely. My
No cap.
since we were just talking about Chelsea Green, my wrestler that I've grown to love this year is none other than Long Island Ice Z himself, Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. My God, there was a lot of things I didn't see coming in 2021, and actually enjoying a Matt Cardona program is certainly mine. Matt had Roman Reigns. In turn, Mark had Dexter Loomis.
Oh, okay.
Dexter Loomis. So, Ryan, do you want to give yours here?
Yeah, I remember I was pretty vocal going into Mania with my disdain of bringing an outsider into the business and having a match on the grandest stage of them all of WrestleMania. I went Bad Bunny. because he did so much more than I thought he would do and put on a fucking banger of a match at WrestleMania. Better than some of the wrestlers on WrestleMania. So impressed. The guy took the bumps. He did the training. Kudos to him. He took it very seriously. I would welcome Bad Bunny back to the WWE whenever he wants.
Yeah,
so
I
didn't hate Bad Bunny because I didn't know who Bad Bunny was, quite frankly. I'm not a Latin pop guy, but I didn't like the idea of Bad Bunny. And boy was I wrong. And I'm so thankful to be wrong. He absolutely overperformed. So Bad Bunny.
Tim.
I'm going to pick the other side of the same coin. Being the misfit on the island of misfit tiny toys was this 6'6", really big Puerto Rican guy who didn't quite fit. He was a big dude who was doing little dude stuff, but he was taking little dude stuff and didn't do anything for me. But since being on the main roster, the Archer, the Infirmary, has now become the Archer of Infamy. I'm picking Damian Priest.
There's
It's a good
Arrows
one.
in the sky.
strong candidates with this one.
They really are.
Let's mull it over here for a second. Devin says Brock Lesnar, as does Scotty.
Why would you hate Brock Lesnar?
Says Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I don't.
Why did you
feel
hate
like
Brock?
I feel like there was a hatred for Brock a couple years ago. Maybe not this year, but it was like, oh, Brock's part-time. I'm sick of seeing part-timers. And something switched that everybody's like, man, we want a fucking part-timer.
Money in the Bank run, Dancing Brock.
That
and
changed
then,
a lot.
And then now Lumberjack Brock, just fantastic. Scotty says his reverse Miz Is Awesome Award is Pat McAfee.
Oh, a reversal.
So all right. Who do we want to actually award this to? I feel like I had the longest hate for Zack Ryder. That for him to come around, that's gonna be my. It's gonna be my.
Let's ask the guys in the chat of the ones we mentioned. I love that Mark said Dexter Lumis. I feel like there's not much difference between him and like Sam Shaw in Impact. I don't think he changed a ton, and I think Mark just got it. I think with Tim, I think it's a great answer, and I love seeing you transition from Archer to pro Archer. I don't love what they're doing with him now, but if the boys,
actually, I'm intrigued by it, like the kind of almost like Jekyll and Hyde, type thing with it. But
it's something different.
Scotty says Cardona. Devin says Cardona.
Dude, for you to pick Cardona, that really is the right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost quit the show. This is a little behind the scenes. When Zack Ryder won at WrestleMania, you threatened to hit Matt's wife.
I was gonna say it wasn't as.
Did you really?
He was upset. Lauren cheered, and he's like, he called her the B, and he clenched his fist, and he pulled it back.
I might have called her a B. I didn't threaten violence, but I legitimately.
Jim, I had to hold your arm back.
I legitimately.
Can we go back to that Chelsea Green award?
You were saying, "Get the F off me! I need to hit something."
Legit, I almost destroyed half of Matt's living room though.
It's a good thing he didn't have his child, or she would have been thrown.
No,
you would have to. You were upset.
No, don't put that out.
Jim,
there.
You kicked his cat.
I did not kick the cat. Do not put that out there, Ryan.
He doesn't have the cat anymore, Jim. You really hurt its insides.
No, I did not kick the cat.
Took off running. It's a good thing Matt's not here.
But I mean, I didn't almost quit the show, but I think if I would have legitimately destroyed one of our co-hosts' homes, I would have had to quit the show. Like I think that's just how that works.
There's a possibility I almost brought COVID into his house.
Yeah. But you didn't. But you
But
didn't.
I didn't. I just gave it to I put it on my best friend.
Yes, you did. All right, let's go to the third
Evan asked a
award.
great question, and we absolutely can, but that's a Patreon post there, buddy.
Yes, yeah, we're not putting that out for free.
Oh, that would
and
be
if memory
fun.
serves, Scotty, the Miz was in that matchup, and the Miz almost won that matchup, to which Ryan picked up the cat by its tail and threatened to throw it through the TV, but then Zack Ryder won. So
You're damn right I did. Just own it, Jim.
all right, let's go to the third award. It is the Brie Bella Award, the
Aw.
wrestler that you want to see come out of retirement in 2022. And we're talking for like at least a part-time schedule. This isn't like a one-off. This isn't a Sean Waltman, please give me money and let me wrestle in the Royal Rumble type of deal. Like, we're talking come out of retirement, part-time schedule, or full-time schedule. So for
Boy,
me,
you make Tim feel like a piece of shit.
what? Oh,
It's my pick, you asshole. Fine, I'll pick somebody else.
Why don't Tim go first?
yeah,
Tim,
why
who did
don't
you,
I
who
gotta-
did you
I gotta
originally
think-
pick?
Now I got to think about it. Y'all go.
I
So Tim
legit
originally
didn't even
picked
look
Sean
that
Waltman. He sure did.
Look, if that's who you want to pick,
No,
own
No,
the
Jim
pick.
just said it. Jim just said it doesn't count.
doesn't count. Little cockamamie.
Well, maybe you want him to wrestle a full-time schedule.
No.
Or this is just, this.
No, we just all want Brie Bella to come back. Apparently,
Not me.
Absolutely me. That is 100% my choice. It's the namesake award for a reason.
I
Nikki
picked
can stay
AJ Lee
home.
because a lot of people have been talking
That's a good
about it.
choice.
And, like, here's the deal. She either comes back and is great, and then it's great for whatever company she wrestles for, or she comes back and she's not any good, and then we don't have to hear about when's AJ Lee coming back ever again.
Dude, but she would
Either
come back
way-
and wrestle with the ladies stuff and just have to wrestle Tessa Blanchard all the time. She ain't gonna come and wrestle anywhere real. There was a take. Whew, that came right on out the old yikes.
you actually said that.
take. That was a take.
Jesus.
Matt also had picked AJ Lee.
Oh,
Intern Mark picked Kurt Angle. And Ryan, you already said you picked Brie Bella. Tim, would you like to stick with your original answer, or do you want to change your answer?
So I'm gonna change my answer, but this feels like a gimme because it's pretty much already happening. But a man in New Japan by the name of Shibata, who
Jim, don't you like your sandwiches cooked on the type of bread?
My God, Evan,
that's
right?
Shibata, but Shibata, he is slowly trying to work his way back into the ring. He'll be in a catch wrestling match at Wrestle Kingdom, but I would really love it if he would return back full time in any sort of facet. Shibata is he's like Daniel Bryan levels of good.
Okay.
I would say he's like one of the only Japanese wrestlers worth really watching as an American fan.
Okay.
Didn't Wawa used to have ciabatta bread?
Oh my
Wawa
God.
ciabatta bread. Remember the jingle?
Jesus, right. Scotty, yes, I believe Terry Funk's like in a assisted living
Terry
home.
Funk's
Yeah,
not
he's
well.
not good.
He's in bad health, so I think he is officially retired. Definitely not going to make a comeback to wrestling. Yes, Devin, hot take about X-Pac. Look, the guy's almost 50. I don't need to see a 50-year-old 1-2-3 kid. I don't. There, I
It
said it.
wouldn't be a 1-2-3 kid.
He's a 1-2-3 man, Jim.
What do you think about Sting?
He's
I
62.
I mean, if X-Pac 1-2-3 kid, whatever he wants to be, he comes back and he puts on bangers like Sting's putting on, I'll sit on this show.
Okay,
and-
Sting's not putting on bangers. Sting's limping through
Oh,
decent
did
matches.
you see that 62-year-old man make that leap off the top rope?
Jim, you know what a leap is? Gravity. He just fell.
Damn.
All right.
Did Buzz Lightyear just fall?
Sure did.
Devin
Then
says
his little
the
wings
hurricane.
popped out and he took off.
Jeez.
Banger of a match, Jim. Jesus. We're all thankful that he's back, but you don't got to lie about it.
All right, who do we want to win this one?
There's 2 votes for AJ. That's fine.
All right.
If she can go wrestle in Glow or whatever it is.
You think 2.0 can afford her?
All right, let's go.
They could. They just don't want to spend the money.
That's true. All right, let's go to this one. The Firefly Funhouse Award, the wrestler who was mishandled the most in 2021, but you cannot pick Wyndham Six, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Cult of Wyndham. He is off the table for this one.
Good point. It's a good point.
For this one, Matt picked the two Conics. Intern Mark and myself picked Keith Lee. Or Bearcat Lee, however you want to look at him. Either way, not handled well. Ryan, do you want to give yours? Oh, Ryan, you with us? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Your screen froze for half a second.
Did it? I'm sorry that upsets you.
No, it's okay. I was making sure we didn't lose you.
No, I'm still here. I went with the killer one, Karrion Kross. I don't know if there was somebody coming out of NXT this year as hot as Kross and cooled off as quick as he did on his debut. No Scarlet, different entrance, different gear. I just don't know how you could have muffed that up so poorly in one shot. He never had a shot at all.
Never had a chance.
Keith Lee, once they saddled him with the Bearcat gimmick, never had a shot either. But man, I mean,
see, I still think Bearcat Lee could have, because like he at least was like he was at least presented like as an ass kicker, and I think his fans could have gotten behind it despite the silly name if done correctly. But I don't think you were doing anything to salvage Wayfair Demolition.
I mean, from the word go, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Fall and pray, and it was beautiful in NXT.
Yeah, he even had he didn't even have a bald head. He did nothing that made Karrion Kross.
Just straight Duke in one debut.
Mm-hmm. Tim, how about yours?
Remind me who I picked.
You picked Hit Row.
Oh,
I sure did pick Hit Row. So, Hit Row is making money for this company.
100%.
In a world in which there's nothing new under the sun, you get 4 talented, young, black athletes, professional wrestlers, doing modern day rap, modern day like cultural stuff, and they get drafted and they're like bowing to the King Woods, and it almost seems like Hit Row's about to like merge with the New Day kind of, and then B-Fab gets cut right when they get drafted,
Right.
Yep.
and then the rest of them get cut. Now, some would say Top Dollar maybe didn't help, picking fights with the Bucks of Youth over tennis shoes.
Yeah, I mean, but yikes.
Isaiah Swerve Scott, to me, I can't wait to see where he lands.
Yeah.
Because whatever he's going to do is going to be amazing. The Swerve City podcast is great.
I assume he goes back to Shane Strickland.
Yeah, I think he leans
Enough
into
name
Swerve.
recognition.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
but, yeah, I mean, he was
he
swerved
was swerved before.
then,
So.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, can really carry that.
So Devin has Keith Lee. Look, I'm fine, but either Cross or Hit Row.
I'm
Like-
cool with Keith Lee.
I think the Keith Lee COVID injury thing didn't help him, just
No.
being out for so long. Like
And the
I took that
problem is
into
you
like,
don't
that's
know.
the reason I didn't nominate Keith Lee, just because of the time off. It never helps.
Yeah.
I can
Right,
see
but
the
even-
argument for Hit Row. They didn't give them a shot. Cross at least came out a couple weeks in a row and lost to Jeff Hardy, and they at least gave him a shot. Like I feel like it's the WWE on that level just doesn't know what to do with a black athlete outside of the New Day. Like, they don't understand him, and I think you hit the nail on the head. It was like a modern hip hop vibe with them, and the brass at the WWE doesn't recognize that as something that would be profitable on that level.
The WWE struggles with the serious black athlete.
Yes.
That's fair. Okay, that's a really good point.
Booker T had to team with Stuttering Goldust, had to become king and get an accent,
Yeah.
a
King
fake
Booker.
accent
Yeah,
to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
that's a fair point.
The New Day had to sling pancakes and cereal.
Yeah.
It took,
Man, you're not wrong.
like, Bobby Lashley is
I was
the
going to say
exception
that
to the rule,
Lashley's the exception.
Right.
but you can probably thank Montel Vontavious Porter for that.
Right. Yeah. I don't think you're getting that Lashley run without MVP.
No question.
Without question.
Yeah. I
So,
think
yeah,
we
I
talked about
think-
him last year on these awards with the impact that he had made.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like
it's
he
Hit
came up
Row.
a couple
I feel like
times.
it's Hit Row.
I'm all right with Hit Row. I think
All right,
that's a great
Hit
choice.
Row. Hit Row is your Firefly Funhouse Award winner. Then we go to the Chris Jericho Award, the wrestler who should actually retire in 2022, but you cannot pick Chris Jericho. You can't pick Moon Goose McQueen either. I don't think he ever wrestled, but you can't pick him. Too similar to Jericho. In turn, Mark picks Sheamus.
Well, Mark's a heel.
Salty ass. Matt picks Natty because of course he does. I'm gonna go with Jake Hager. You talk about a guy that brings honest to God nothing to AEW, and especially now with the Inner Circle doing God knows what. He's a terrible promo. I couldn't give a shit about his matches. He's well on the wrong side of 30. Jake Hager, retire. Tim.
I am trying to remember who I picked for this.
You picked not Jeff Hardy.
Oh, yes. I picked his broken down, beat down, bombed out, and depleted Jimmy-legged brother himself, Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Did you know that in 2021, as of recently as yesterday, Matt Hardy wrestled on national television?
Yeah, I seen it with my own two eyes.
And isn't it crazy that, like, him and Christian are probably the same age?
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up.
They're
I feel
close.
like Christian took some time off there and really saved his bump card.
He also, like, was hurt.
Oh, I'm not saying that any reason. He just
Oh, for sure. Okay.
he wasn't.
So Devin
getting
said
killed,
Dusty
dude.
Rhodes, and then he said Matt Hardy.
What if I told you that Christian Cage is older than Matt Hardy?
I would
Wow.
say you're a liar. You're a foul-mouthed liar.
Matt is a year younger.
Wow.
Matt Hardy doesn't need to die. He just needs to
Retire.
Retire. Right off into the
Be
sunset.
like the Undertaker. Retire.
Don't be like the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, well,
Nope, let's not
I mean,
do that.
he victory lapped a lot of times. I feel like Matt Hardy's victory lapping every time he wrestles.
But victory
I think
lap
there's
means
there's
you won.
spaces for Matt Hardy in professional wrestling, though. Still,
Backstage.
he doesn't need
Not
to
seen.
be wrestling.
Right.
I'm okay with him being seen. If you want to do the Matt Hardy money dollar Foundation, whatever he was doing, just don't fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
Just
I
be
like
the figurehead.
Dollar Foundation.
Dollar Foundation.
It's that simple. Just don't lace up the boots. Just come out in loafers.
Perfect. That's fine.
I'm fine with that.
Ryan,
He'll be like a great producer. Jim, I was thinking real hard on this, and I was gonna put a joke one down here. I was gonna do like a joke like Natty or something, but I thought, Ryan, this is not one to be BS'd, and I went Paul White because I don't need to see him in a wrestling ring ever again in
No
the history
BS.
of ever. No BS. I don't need to see him on Netflix. I don't need to see him in the ring. I don't need to hear him on commentary. Paul White can ride off on a donkey.
A big ass, strong ass donkey.
Big ass. But I don't need to see. He was great. I love the Big Show. I love his career. This is nothing personal with Mr. White. It just doesn't do it for me.
I can agree. I can agree with no BS Paul White. I mean, the man got himself into great shape. Congratulations. You're gonna live a long life being a giant, but no more wrestling. No more wrestling. So are we in agreement? No more BS, Paul White? All right.
Yep.
Then we go. Let me I'm gonna highlight these so I can make sure I keep record of who exactly we won. Then we go to the Zombie Lumberjack Award. This is for the worst gimmick match. And much like Ryan with the Brie Bella Award, I went with the namesake of this award. This match got me to give the WWE a fucking 0 on a fucking match. This was stupid. It was dumb. It was pointless. It injured the fucking Miz, for God's sakes, because of the stupid smoke around the ring, and he blew up his leg. Miz never hurt anybody. Never hurt anybody. Guys,
He's no Seth Rollins.
Wrestling for years. Easy. But for the fucking zombies, man. Horrible. Horrible.
Jim, can you tilt your down a little bit? I don't see your mouth and it's upsetting me. Oh, you have such a cute mouth.
I'm just leaning back.
Lean back then. I want you to be comfortable.
Matt, yeah, the guy's ill, Ryan.
I'm so sorry.
Matt had the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Like he just the whole show was the worst gimmick match.
That's a good one.
Intern Mark had the same one that you did, Ryan, so I'll let you unveil that one.
Yeah, this one, boy, the anticipation and letdown of this match was such a roller coaster ride. The AEW exploding ring death match was the biggest disappointment in 2021. They fumbled it so poorly and then went on to blame everybody but themselves for how poorly this was. The Zombie Lumberjack match was bad. Awful gimmick.
Horrible.
This, my goodness. It's just,
Devin agrees with you too, Ryan.
My God.
It was bad.
I wasn't expecting like a Japanese blow up the actual arena thing.
I expected
should have.
Even Matt Tremont didn't really blow up as much as I thought it was going to do. And it was much more just fireworks off to the side. This was like 3 sprinklers and like
it was like
what are
spark.
they called? Like a fucking sparkler, those little black discs you light and it just grows the little black snakes.
Snakes and sparklers.
That's pretty much all this was.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
It wasn't
Tim,
even one of those tanks that like spin around and shoot sparks out the backside.
no, it was
That would have
literally
been an improvement.
That actually would have made it better. Tim.
There was only one match in the history of the WWE or wrestling that was an advertisement for
God.
a Netflix movie. Couldn't even tell you the name of the movie. But Damian Priest shot an arrow into the sky and unveiled the name of it. It was with starring Dynamite Dave Batista.
Another
It
box
is
office classic, I'm
the
sure.
Zombie Lumberjack match. Wrestling is already fake. And now we've got fake zombies. A negative and a negative does not equal a positive in this juncture, sirs. I think we have to give it to the Zombie Lumberjack match. At least nobody got hurt in the exploding barbed wire death match.
No.
Just Tony Khan's pride.
Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead.
Army
Yes.
of the Dead. You won't believe how hard it was to look that up.
Does that have a Rotten Tomatoes score?
All of
Got to
them.
be negative
All
2.
of them are rotten. All the tomatoes are rotten. Yeah, I'm. As bad as the exploding death ring match was, like, and as much as I would love to give this award to AEW,
You're not wrong.
I mean,
This one
yes,
belongs to the Lumberjacks.
67.
Fuck, that's so dumb. Get out of here.
This is the number that I'm concerned with.
What?
Yeah, that's the sad. Yeah,
75% of the audience
scored it favorable.
liked it.
How? Yeah, Zombie Lumberjacks.
Yeah, that was a absolute shit match.
All right, let's keep going here. We have the Cowboy Shit Award. Is for the best storyline of the year. Matt has Big E's rise to the WWE Championship. Intern Mark says the Roman Reigns bloodline with the Usos and Paul Heyman. To me, it was Edge and Seth Rollins. Man, calling back to the history of the feud that started over the years, culminating this summer. I was bought in, man. Like, you're going to Edge's house, you're name dropping the FTR on WWE TV. I mean, I thought, and it wasn't the longest story by any stretch of the imagination, but man, it definitely caught my attention. Tim, we'll go with you.
Mine is very much the same as the namesake. I'm going with the redemption story of the Hangman. Seeing him embrace the Dark Order with that fantastic entrance and find his way through his sobriety and into the AEW World Championship. Ain't no better story than the Hangman's.
Very good. Ryan, how about you?
My Cowboy Shit Storyline Award is really my moment of the year. I think it was the wrestling moment of the year and really spawned a lot of really cool stuff for AEW, and I think was really a game-changing blow in professional wrestling, and that's the return of CM Punk to professional wrestling. To start out an AEW show in Chicago with the fans feverishly chanting CM Punk. It was a storyline not even written by writers, but really by the fans. CM Punk. It was a magical moment. It really was.
Yeah. I think for me, I kind of almost want to agree with Tim here. Because it felt for a moment like we weren't going to get it. It like when Bryan Danielson comes in and like the match, like he doesn't get the win, and it's like, man, I didn't think we were going to get like Punk's moment. I mean, just unreal. Like that moment still brings chills. But I don't think they've. I don't know if the after, everything after the debut has lived up to the debut for me.
That's fair.
So I think I would agree as like an overall story. I would probably lean more towards the Hangman.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. The ups and downs of Hangman Page getting to the championship, the return, was a great return in the what is it called? The what the hell with the cards?
The Casino Battle Royale.
The Battle Royale. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Casino Battle Royale. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great choice.
All right, we will go with that one. Then we will move to the Oklahoma Award. This is the worst storyline of the year. Matt has Alexa Bliss post WrestleMania. In turn, Mark just has NXT 2.0. Just the whole thing. And mine is Randy Orton versus The Fiend and Alexa Bliss, all of that, because at the end of the day, if you don't pay off the story well, what the hell was the point of the story? So, even if I enjoyed a lot of this stuff, but when you got to WrestleMania and it was just what the hell just happened? The whole thing, why, and then why it's gone. Alexa Bliss is God knows where at this point, so yikes. Ryan, we'll go with you.
Yeah, I really chewed this one over a bunch, and I ended up going with Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. And the reason I did that was just how insulting it felt to watch one man call another man like, "You're stupid," and Braun be like, "I'm not stupid," and Shane's like, "You're a dummy," and then they're like, "You want to fight at Mania?" And Shane's like, "No," and then Braun throws Shane off of a steel cage, and like that was it. But it was all from like being called a dummy head. The fuck out of here. Worst storyline.
Awful. Tim.
So bad.
I have to go with a match, a feud that a lot of people don't remember. It was a fight for patriotism.
Ooh.
It was a fight for racial equality. Because, by God, Cody Rhodes' child is not gonna have to know what life is like to struggle as being half black, half white. I'm talking about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo barn burner storyline.
I forgot Cody Rhodes ended racism.
Not everybody can do that.
I thought Shaquille O'Neal did that when he took over Papa John's. But
he did not.
It was Cody Rhodes.
It was Cody. I know he's not here with us this week, but I feel like intern Mark may have hit the nail on the head here with NXT 2.0. Just the whole thing.
Is this a storyline or is this like an actual like?
It's
what if it is just a storyline? Like a year from now, they're just like, just kidding, guys.
But I mean, there is the story of NXT leaving and NXT 2.0 coming, and like the new blood of NXT. Like they didn't just. I mean, yeah, actually they did. They just stopped doing the one and started doing the other.
I mean, they kind of did it with WG.
Damn.
Right.
We know how much you love War Games. Oh.
War Games! War Games! War Games! War Games!
I'm here for NXT 2.0. That's fair.
I
They
am
were
too.
all really bad examples.
This is a strong category. Tim, any objection to 2.0?
No.
God, what a trash show.
All right. Let's go to the MVP of WWE, the Head of the Table Award.
Oh.
Intern Mark had the same as both of you, so I'll let you guys decide which one of you wants to reveal that one. Matt had Big E. To me, though, I don't know if the guy that the rest of you picked, if everything he's doing is as impactful without the guy I picked.
Wait a minute.
And that is Paul Heyman.
So tell me who Paul Heyman has smashed and stacked and pinned.
Nobody.
Okay, I didn't
during his
understand this
entire run.
assignment. My answer was Montel Vontavious Porter is clearly MVP of WWE. I did not get the assignment apparently on this one.
You missed the mark on this one.
That's on me.
My bad.
My bad on that. No,
But
the obvious answer is Roman Reigns, and we all couldn't put it down there, and that's why you picked Big E. I understand that, and that's why Mark.
Well, that's why I took Paul Heyman. Like,
or that's what I'm sorry. That's why. Yeah, you.
Yeah,
were
I mean, it's Roman Reigns. like it's Roman Reigns. Like I'm not.
I don't think a wrestler. And shame on the pro wrestling magazines if he is not the wrestler of the year next year. He has to be number one. There's nobody better in wrestling than Roman Reigns this year.
Nobody.
Bryan Danielson will be number one next year.
Of course he will. But
I don't doubt it won't be Roman Reigns.
But
they're wrong.
If it's not Roman Reigns, they're wrong. Don't get me wrong. Daniel Bryanson to go from main event at WrestleMania and main event of WrestleMania Backlash and SmackDowns and all of that to what he's doing in AEW is awesome. Fucking love it. Like badass, love it.
Top 5.
Top 2.
Top dose.
He should be number 2 in my opinion. But Roman's number 1. Roman's absolutely number 1.
Yeah.
This one was an easy category. Then we go to the MVP of AEW, the top of the rankings award. Matt has Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Intern Mark has the same guy I have, and that's Kenny Omega. Don't get me wrong, it pains me to pick Kenny Omega. I'm not a Kenny Omega guy, but his run with the title and everything he did this year and the things we found out after the fact with vertigo and injuries and all of that, everything that he went through this year to put on the matches that he did, and then the ultimate, losing to Hangman Adam Page. That's your MVP of the year. That's your MVP of the year for AEW. Tim.
I didn't know he had the vertigo. Now I got that damn U2 song stuck in my head. Oh, la.
1, 2, 3, 14.
Good to say. I have to go with the Hangman. He was the true through line of the entire year. I mean, obviously, we've ended the year on the high note with the Hangman Adam Page, and yeah, to me, that's my MVP.
All right, Ryan.
That's a good choice. I went with the gentleman that debuted last year at Winter is Coming because it was invited to come. And I think what he has done single-handedly made Darby Allin the wrestler he is today and really helped anybody that feud with Darby Allin become a bit more established themselves, whether it be him sharing the ring or just sharing the ring space with them, and that is Sting. I think he is, if not the MVP, I think you can make an argument that Sting is the unsung hero of AEW. And that might be where he fits better than the MVP category. Hearing the other choices, I don't believe I have a great argument for Sting other than like a feel-good fatherly figure that has done an unsung hero's job.
Okay.
I'm up for anybody. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm probably fine with Hangman or Kenny. I don't
I'm
think
cool with
I'm
Kenny.
I think it belongs to Kenny. I really do.
okay. So we'll go Kenny Omega for
Like
the
my gut said Kenny, and I wanted to do something different.
that's fine. Yeah,
Oh, that's
like
a fun sound.
and then finally our final award for the 2021 year end awards is the Send Hook Award. This is for the Rookie of the Year. Matt has Jade Cargill. Intern Mark has Shotzi Blackheart to SmackDown. And I kind of went the same idea. You know, I know Shotzi by definition in the world of WWE, not a rookie. My Rookie of the Year under the WWE umbrella as a whole, not a rookie. But Damian Priest to Raw, like I kind of look at it this way, like, and I'm not trying to like equate independent wrestling and even NXT to like the minor leagues, but like we always talk about main roster when we talk about Raw or SmackDown. To me, that's kind of the equivalent of like minor league baseball, AHL in the realm of hockey. So when you finally get that call up, and this was the first one he ever had, you know, because now we see people who have gone back and forth. Damian Priest to Raw, like coming from NXT, the match with Bad Bunny, U.S. champion. He's defending the U.S. title every week. You know, he's had a tremendous year. So to me, my Rookie of the Year, Damian Priest to Raw. Ryan.
I went in a much more literal sense of the term rookie. I picked a 20-year-old who made her television debut in Ring of Honor and became the new Ring of Honor World Women's Champion. I went with Roxy as the Rookie of the Year. And again, I was just thinking a much more literal, I believe, rookie to like televised professional wrestling.
Okay. Tim.
I went with someone who technically made their debut in 2020 on televised wrestling, but 2021 is their first full year. And if this was professional sports, this would get counted as his rookie year. I am going with Dante Martin.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Dante Martin has impressed every single time he's been out there. Really great matches with, you know, really solid match with MJF. Great match with Kenny Omega, he was in the 6-man with Kenny Omega. And the sky is the limit for Dante Martin for 2022 and beyond.
Yeah. I can get behind that one, Tim, a lot. I really can.
Yeah.
I was always impressed. And I remember sending tweets out about Dante Martin. So that should tell you something.
For Ryan to tweet. I would be fine with either Dante or Jade Cargill. I mean, look, I watched the match last night. I think, you know, Jade Cargill has a lot of cleaning up to do once the bell rings. But like Jade Cargill is a star in the making. Like she looks completely different than anybody else, I'd say in women's wrestling as a whole, not just in AEW. So and she's had a tremendous start to her career. But yeah, I mean Dante Martin, that dude like came out of nowhere and just kind of took everything by storm. So I think we can award the Send Hook Award to Dante Martin.